Hello, Noah here, and welcome back to Conflict of Interest. Last time we left off, we cross-examined Finnegan Hood on the stand. I had to do a juggling act with a low-pitched Irish accent and a higher-pitched German accent. I couldn't do it. Net had to tag in for Francisca for the last little bit of the trial there, but I think I did a fine job for the first half of trying to juggle those accents.
I think you handled Francisca better than I did.
No, I think you did well as well. You did great as well.
Thanks.
But last time I proposed a little thought that I had, which was, why hasn't Francisco Mendires gone after Phoenix yet? And I think I have a theory. So, here is my theory. I think that, if his profile is in here, no, it's not. Okay. I think that, Francisco Mendires doesn't want to kill Phoenix. Why would someone want to keep Phoenix alive? What better revenge would it be for Kristoff to have Phoenix stay alive and have to live through all of these horrible events and have it feel like it's his fault and he can do nothing about it? What better revenge would it be than to do that to him? I feel like that's a pretty damn good motive to keep Phoenix alive.
It would certainly make sense in terms of what's been done to Maya and Pearl.
Now, to be fair, Kristoff could not have predicted Pearl killing Maya. Or maybe he could have, because the Revales family is the only reason Pearl was able to leave. And they could be the reason that she was able to come back as well. So maybe he could have predicted that. But we're going to find out if I'm right about that or not.
Do you really want to keep going? It's not too late to turn back.
I mean, I got an energy drink. I'll be good. I think it might be. We've already been in danger since we began. Anybody searching into the family keeps winding up dead.
Well, I'm not scared. Not if you aren't.
Me? I'm terrified. Trucy, I don't think you should stay with me on this.
Don't be silly.
I actually agree with her on this one. If she's alone, things could get very testy. I don't think even Rothpa has the balls to kill off Trucy. So she's gonna have to stay. She's gonna have to stay with us. Were you gonna say something?
If Trucy were to get killed off, I don't think I would like this game.
That is fair.
You said it yourself. Too many people are dying. What if something bad happened to you? I'm not letting that happen.
I'm the only one she's worried about. I'm the only one she's worried about? You're not gonna let me talk you out of this, are you?
Nope.
We'll have to let Maya know too. She's in just as deep as we are.
Already on it. I just sent her a text.
And that's why the Revales family would go after Maya. Because Kristoff wants to give Phoenix a personal hell to live through. And killing off his best friend, that would certainly do it.
Like I said.
No turning back. We're either getting to the bottom of it all, or... Maybe I shouldn't think about that. Let's start with the cult building. Miss Porter might have some answers stashed in her office. It's sad. It's really sad. She ended up just like her sister. I haven't forgotten what I promised you. I'll figure it all out. If you and Jimmy are watching, I won't let you be disappointed. Oh yeah, also Makoto died last time. I forgot to mention that because I was focused on my theory. But yeah, Mark Waters came in and he did indeed find her, but he found her dead, so...
Also, right now, we're not even getting Trucy's theme. We're getting Matt Engard's theme.
Is it? Isn't this just like an investigation theme? Maybe it's the investigation theme from Justice for All.
You hear it specifically in Farewell My Turnabout.
Aren't you worried about the mob coming after us?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. That's exactly why we have to do this. We can't let them keep scaring people into submission.
Somebody has to stand up to them. If only that somebody wasn't me. People are dropping like flies. This needs to end. So, Where to from here?
There's a lot of stuff. I don't think we've met a single person who is telling us everything. Maybe Miss Von Karma, but who else can we really trust? Man, you know things are bad when the person you can rely on the most is Franny.
I don't know. Maybe let's go to the prosecutor's office and consult Edgeworth about all this.
Oh man, I would love to.
Jimmy, I think we can trust Jimmy. I need to see Edgeworth.
But he's...
Yes, he is. And so is Miss... That's an error. Miss Porter. Even the game flubbed it up. Even the game fell for that. They both tried to get us on the right track. I'd be surprised if they didn't leave us any clues.
Should we check at her office?
The police will already be there. Let's see what they found.
Okay. I want to know what happened.
Oh, Colt should be our first stop. Apart from that, I just need to check with the people we've already met. Accidentally hit the escape key. I have no idea what we may have missed. Now, I could present stuff, but I really don't think that... One, I don't think any new dialogue will be here. And two, I don't know if there's really time, but I'll try presenting one profile.
It's so awful. We saw her just a little while before she...
The same shit happened with Cody. She was a brave woman.
Indeed.
No matter what else anybody says about her, she fought until the very end.
She trusted you to finish her work. You have to make sure you do it.
I just remembered something, though. So, Mandira's himself... Sorry, I'm going into so many theories. Are you fine with this?
Of course.
Okay, so Mandira's himself killed Cody. When he revealed that, at that point, I still thought it was Jimmy. But now Jimmy is dead. We've kind of run out of possible suspects who could have gone in and killed Cody at the detention center. Or what? No, it was the police department. It wasn't the detention center. We've kind of run out of suspects. So I'm going to be honest, I don't know who Francisco Mendires could be now. Maybe he's just some mysterious phantom, for lack of a better word, that we haven't seen anywhere at all. And we're going to see him for the first time in the second half of the trial, maybe.
And not knowing, I bet, is exactly what Rupfa wants.
Yep. Don't worry, we'll find who did it. Because he's a devious bastard like that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. I'm fine. I'm not going to cry. This was Miss Porter's office.
She must have been already dead when we came to the door.
From the looks of it, she didn't go down without a fight. Atta girl.
I was just starting to like her. I hope it was quick.
Me and you both, Trucy. We were hardly friends, but I never wanted this for her. I promised her I'd solve the case. Now I'll have to be extra sure that I do. I wish you could have seen it to the end with us. What? Gumshoe? He's back! So, pal, what's your analysis of the crime scene? Just at first glance, it looks pretty basic. Where's Mark Waters? Well...
I don't think he would want to...
Yeah, he would... He probably asked for time off and to be moved off the case. Because this would be too painful for him. Ugh.
Exactly.
I'm so sorry, Mark Waters.
Well, you get to see your man once again.
It's not in circumstances I like that we're seeing him in, but
I know.
Just at first glance, it looks pretty basic. The killer was waiting in here and attacked her when she came in. He then escaped out the window. That's what we were thinking. It's just the first floor. It'd be doable. Are you in charge here? Detective Mark is over at the first murder scene. Oh no, he's still on the case, but I would definitely understand why you wouldn't want to investigate this one. the department felt he might be too emotionally involved with this particular case. Plus, it'd be hard to investigate both here downtown and the other place at the same time. Is her murder officially connected to the other two? Prosecutor Von Karma wants us to come at it that way. You didn't know the victim well, did you, pal? No, but still. It's a lot. Well, I'm worried. She was trying to point me in the right direction, and then this happened. I'm scared, Gumshoe. I don't say that a lot, but I am. All this killing won't stop until we get to the bottom of it. You know I'll help you do that. I'm with you, pal. Thanks, Gumshoe. Why this music? Come on.
I know.
What can you tell me? She was stabbed, right in the center of the chest. Yikes. Poor woman. A stabbing. Well, we know there's one person it couldn't be. It would be a bit hard for my client to stab her from the detention center. We know it wasn't him, but he's not the only killer in the family. You know he's the mastermind. No. No. An assassin.
How would he even order a hit on her from jail?
Well, then that just goes to question Kristoff as well. He should be in jail at this time too. But people have their ways.
Oh.
People have their ways of making stuff happen. People have their ways.
You're right.
So that's going to be their argument. Or I could be wrong and Kristoff isn't as involved in it as I think he is, but I really think he is. Did you find the weapon?
We'll see.
No, don't know how much else I can tell you. Besides a dead body and scattered objects, this place is spotless. You'll see what I mean if you take a look around. I'll do that. Although, now you're here, maybe I do have something else to show you. You really should see this. Oh, God. What did you need to show me? Okay, get ready for this. We found these beside her body. It's pictures of you and Mr. Williamson. I think it's a warning. Oh, no.
Okay, never mind.
I was wrong.
So much for that idea.
It looks like they are coming after me now. Well, it took them long enough. I've been on this trail of theirs for quite a bit, but, you know, I don't know, man.
That still leaves the question of why now?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe Kristoff has had enough and he thinks that Phoenix has suffered enough, but that doesn't make sense. Kristoff would go the entire way. He would go 5 miles. He would cross the fucking earth and go into hell to make sure Phoenix suffers.
Yep.
Those aren't the first photos I've seen with red X's. We made that connection too. Somebody might be out to get you, pal. Watch your back. Maybe they just want to scare me away from getting closer.
Well, let's not bet on it.
We also got to make sure that Williamson is safe.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. Mark and me won't let anything happen. You can count on us.
Yeah, me too. Why would the game bring in Von Karma and put Obadiah off the case?
Well, that's just because he wanted to step off. It doesn't mean he's gonna die. It doesn't mean he's gonna die.
It better not.
I did say at the beginning of this case that I had a feeling Williamson was gonna die, and I really hope I'm wrong about that. I really hope I'm wrong. My own personal army of bodyguards. Bad guys, beware. Like the Pokemon? No, I can't do that. We already have, like, a mountain of Pokemon jokes in the other series. This one cannot get infected, too. Sorry, pal. I don't know anything about that. Really? Wow. We have a lot to catch up on, Gumshoe. Let's present everything that I possibly can. You'll have something to say about the card, right? Nope. Hey, you really like showing off that badge, don't you, pal? Whenever I can. Say, have I ever shown you my police badge? I'm sure I've seen it before. I don't know about you, but I just love polishing my police badge. I spend 2 hours every day making it shine.
That
What?
is sad.
What dedication, man? 2 hours every day? Talk about... That's the exact word I used! What the fuck? What is it with me and just completely predicting every single line?
Beautiful.
No. Wow, he's not going to have anything to say. Except for the badge.
Well,
I mean, he did just jump on the case, so...
that and also there's a lot of writing to do.
Yeah. Miss Porter was working with Jimmy, so I'm sure they had the same killer.
That seems like a good motive, pal. But I think you'll also need to find something that physically links them. Otherwise, it's a pretty big coincidence, but that's it.
Where would be physical proof that she was stabbed by Jimmy's killer? I know it has to be in here somewhere. Well, time to examine then. That's tough to see. That's tough to see. There she is. Let's take a look around this office before we examine her. Rothpa did not pull any punches. I didn't want to see her like this.
He hasn't been pulling punches. He hasn't been pulling punches since Turnabout on the Web.
All the fucking pepper sprays. She really did fight she really did fight in her final moments. This desk looks ransacked.
Look at those files everywhere. Somebody was looking for something.
We did find one really strange thing wedged underneath the desk. Wait till you see this. Her office was bugged.
With the same bugs that she used? Or maybe Rothpa is just reusing that little image there. But considering how he's been writing this game so far, I don't think that's a coincidence. This was hers.
What?
I recognized this make. She used it at Crane.
She was spying on herself?
Probably in case something like this happened. Anybody would notice those cameras up there, but this? Did it pick anything up?
Well, can't say. A device that small couldn't hold much memory. Everything would need to be transmitted, like a radio.
Transmitted to where?
Well, if you think it was hers, maybe to this room?
Where might we find the recorded audio data? Could have picked up something from the murder. Probably the computer. Looks like she put up a fight.
Maybe. I don't think it lasted very long. She might have tried to smash some of this at her attacker. Was it the other way around?
Either way, she didn't go down peacefully. That's just like her. The window's open. Was it found that way?
The lock was forced. Somebody broke in. They closed it enough that we couldn't tell at first glance.
Did you get any prints from it?
No. There aren't any fingerprints at all, and no glove prints either. Nothing's even been wiped off. There was some oily residue from a person's palm, but we don't keep records of that.
That's just the window?
Nowhere.
No fingerprints? But how is that possible?
It was the Phantom.
Either a perp's a ghost, or he just plain doesn't have fingerprints.
It was Yanni Yogi. A printless killer. How are we going to track down that? Or it could be the Phantom. I mean, Gumshoe did say a ghost. Did those cameras see anything?
No, not a thing.
I knew that was coming.
You're not going to believe this. Those cameras aren't even real.
What? Wait, she kept security cameras in her office just for show?
Seems that way. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Miss Porter never was one to make much sense. But dang it, fake cameras at a time like this?
Maybe in the hopes that it would deter someone from doing anything in her office.
Yeah, that's true, but just invest money to get real cameras. I I can't blame her. This is not her fault. I never imagined her as an avid reader. I'm just very emotional right now.
I understand.
Most of them are on supernatural topics, like spirits and all that.
Well, that makes sense.
Her job was to report on that stuff, so it's not too crazy.
Well, let's check the computer. Did she have anything useful stored on that computer?
Wish I could tell you, the computer's useless now. You can't see from this angle, but the CPU has been smashed to pieces.
How convenient. Remind me again what CPU is.
It's like the computer's brain. All the information is kept there.
All the information that the bug would have catched, I would take a guess. So if it's destroyed,
We can't get anything from it.
of course the killer would think of that. Miss Porter must have had some files that he needed to get rid of. Yep. Do we have anything new in our court record? No, just this. There are no fingerprints and the killer wasn't wearing gloves. What the that doesn't make sense. That makes no
it
sense.
doesn't.
That makes 0 sense.
How is that possible?
Did an actual fucking ghost do it? I don't... Man. Alright, well, let's get to the meat and potatoes, I guess. There she is. We might find more looking at Miss Porter. Let's take a closer look.
Ugh.
Not a wonderful sight. She carried that spray everywhere, but a lot of good it did her this time. I hope her killer got at least one good face full.
Yeah.
I never imagined her as an avid... No, that's the same dialogue. Well...
Hey, she's holding something.
It's a note.
What's it say, pal? Is it a message identifying the killer?
Nothing so obvious. Control B, Control C, Control T. Huh. Computer commands?
Sounds like a bunch of computer jargon. Do you understand any of it?
I was hoping you did. Well, I know what Control C does. I don't know what Control B or Control B or Control T do, though.
What are you looking at me for?
Is this some kind of internet code?
It looks like just some key commands to me. I guess you could use it online. Do you think she's trying to tell us something?
Ugh. I mean, those computer commands could have been a way to look at the files that she was hiding on the computer, but there's no use in having the commands if the computer doesn't work. That's what my gut's saying.
Well... Control B will open your bookmarks online. Control C copies something. And Control T opens a new page, I think.
Gumshoe, can that computer get us online?
That one? Not a chance. The killer busted its CPU.
Won't work at all? Huh.
What if it doesn't mean something on the computer? The killer saw the paper and smashed the computer. Maybe she expected that?
That would be... Maybe the computer didn't have anything on it. So it's a code for something else in the room?
He was holding the note right there. The killer would see it.
Maybe. Where should we look? That's a good question. I can't check the newspaper she was reading?
Wow.
Or this one? Or the books?
Wow.
Okay. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I'm taking out my notebook, and I'm gonna write these down, just so I don't forget. I'm gonna leave that there, just in case I need it.
All right.
I think that's it. Where should we look in the room? There is this here. It kind of looks like a monitor, maybe?
All right.
Nope, that's not it. It's just the same dialogue. There are these down here. So we should probably
Was
find
there
it.
anything you didn't check? Oh, did we check everything beside her when we got up close?
I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Because we have her herself, we have the spray cans, then we have the
Alright.
wad of paper and the bookshelf, and that's it.
And the bookshelf gives the same message as the occult magazine?
These books. Think that. Oh no. Think they might be the bookmarks her note
Alright.
referred to.
Some of them have pages marked.
Before we found that note, examining this did put the same dialogue as examining the bookshelf when you're zoomed out. So, now that you mention it, most of them do. What were the other two clues in the message? A copy and opening page? Oh, I gotta twist my neck sideways. Well, I guess we can just check every single one. Just look at everything. She has 2 copies of the same book.
Aha, copy. Maybe we should open one of them?
Bookmarks, copy, open a new page.
Daddy, it's a tablet!
And a wire leading back into the wall. Gumshoe, can you get this checked out?
Not a problem, pal. I'll have the tech guys get cracking on it right away.
What do you think is in the other book?
Can't hurt to check. Some kind of what the wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Wait a fucking minute. Wait. Why does she have that?
Why indeed?
Why the fuck does she have that? That my mind's a blowing.
What's in it?
I can't really tell.
There's a little label on the side. Can you read it?
MN6 plus. I don't. There's so many thoughts going in my head right now.
Here, can you voice any of them?
I'll try to verbalize them. I don't think that she would willingly make a forgery. This could have been planted, or she could have been forced into it to make it, but I don't think that she's that well-versed in crafting. That hasn't been displayed at any point during her scenes, so I think that this must be planted. That's what I'm going with. But I don't know. But I don't know why someone would plant it.
Wait! Doesn't it look familiar to you?
You're right. It does.
Familiar? Like, how do you mean?
This looks just like the one from the photo the suspect was carrying when he was arrested. No, it doesn't. No, it does. Never mind. I thought that this little end, like right there at the end there, was like a little spray thing. I thought it was like a luminol bottle or something.
Okay.
Because of the pixels. The pixels looked kind of weird to me. But now I see that it is actually the bottle. My God. Rafa. Fucking great job setting all of this up.
Indeed.
This might be a direct connection to the Jameson crime.
Not just that, but MN6! This could be big!
Miss Porter may have died protecting this bottle. Gumshoe, is there any way to tell if this is really the same one from the photo?
Well, they look the same to me. I'll have my guys blow up the image in your photo and they'll check it over. You want me to call if we find anything?
If you can.
Great, pal. I'll have them look at that in the tablet.
That was where the bug was sending its signal?
That's what I think. We'll know for sure soon.
I'll come back when they're ready. For now, let's see what we can dig up elsewhere. This looks like a simple murder. Could Mr. Usarian really be behind it? Bro, he was in the detention center. Or are you talking about a different one?
or somehow he masterminded an assassination of her.
I mean,
But how would?
as
But again, how would he do that from jail?
as I said, the people have their ways of making stuff happen. People have their ways of
Exactly.
doing that, but still. I should return to the first crime scene and see if the others know more. Who? Fucking puppet master at the top of this.
Indeed.
I'm going to fucking destroy them.
Exactly.
Let's go back to there for now. Let's go check on Yusarian's home, I guess.
Good show there today, lad.
I have nothing to say to you.
Oh, well, that's not a good attitude. You'll never get anywhere like that.
I won't give you any more ammunition to use against anyone else.
Isn't that what you plan to do to me? Blaming poor old Mr. Hood for this.
We just accused you and Jane of double murder. Aren't you upset?
Not in the least. There's not a thing you can do to touch us. You tried accusing me, and I won. We're not suspects in murder no more. They'll charge me with perjury, and that'll be that.
That's a felony. It's not just a slap on the wrist.
Aye, so it be.
I mean, Phoenix is right, but pure madness got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to talk with me, and yet here you still are. Right up with the man who's your prime suspect. You'd want to leave, but you can't, can ye? Maybe I'd like to leave, but I can't. We might be in the same boat. Well, Mr. Wright, if you're so fed up, go ahead and walk away.
You motherfucker. Why did you go after Miss Porter?
Just as you thought, I'm sure. She was the easiest target.
You're a real jerk.
No, it weren't nothing personal. She was the logical choice to accuse. And you helped me right to her. Thank you greatly, my friends.
How can he say that so calmly?
Say, while we're talking about her, how do you think she was killed?
No, we're not playing that game again. You're not getting anything more out of me.
Such a shame. You're a big help. Guess I'm on my way on from now on, aye.
You're darn right you are. I've called your alibis into question. What were you and Jane up to?
We don't need to cover this again, do we? We'll go over it a million times and I won't change a word.
Would she?
You can try, you can. She's no Egypt. Jane won't say anything she doesn't want you to hear. Don't think you're on the standing ground with me, lad. We've both got rock-hard alibis thanks to you. If you want to bring in me Jane, you'll be challenging everything the prosecution said.
We can do that.
I'd say not. Otherwise, you'd have used it today, am I right?
We'll see.
Ah, the future tense. Still stumbling away in the dark, I see.
You're throwing off this case in more ways than one. I'll catch on to you, Mr. Hood. Somehow. I still don't get what his role in all of this is. Like, is he just causing chaos for the hell of it? Does he have a master plan in mind? What's he doing? What's up with that?
I might not know anything about that.
Might not?
Or maybe I do. You'll have to guess for yourself.
Curse the ambiguity.
Surely we'll find out at some point before this game ends.
Yes, we will indeed. Let's talk about Jane. Nah. I don't think he's got anything to say about anything.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can present that would make him talk about anything, so I'll just move on for now.
Oh wait, we can go into Hood's cabin.
I was thinking about doing that after this.
Okay.
The usual assortment of household tools doesn't look out of the ordinary.
Hey, what's that one?
That would be a socket plunger.
Oh, we've done this already. Are you sure? What's it do?
I think it will be new, though, because Mark isn't here to bounce off of us. You use it to poke at things that are in tight places. See how it has the long, skinny handle? It makes it easy to reach thing. And then with the little pointy end, you can grab a hold of them. What?
This is alright. I think you don't know what it is at all.
I must be losing my bluffing touch. Okay, Mark from the Shadow Realm, thanks.
Damn. I guess Ropfa didn't think anyone would come here.
I mean, last time his sprite was there and his text was there, but maybe there was just some error in the coding. I have no idea why he didn't show up there.
Hmm.
Somebody was tapping his phone lines. Seems like that's a popular method these days. I'll say, man, so much wiretapping everywhere. That shovel must be the murder weapon. It's snapped in half and there's blood all over it. You know what? At least Mark isn't here, so at least we won't lose the shovel if we accidentally present it again.
Exactly. I've had enough of that.
All right, let's talk to the strange child.
All right.
Oh no, I just realized I'm gonna hear the Stitch voice again.
That's right.
You're the lawyer from before, the lawyer from the trial.
Oh, her name means family.
That's me.
Mr. Hood told me what you did. He said we can't trust you. He wants me to be careful around you, not to say anything compromising.
That by itself could be considered a compromising statement.
Yes, I can be very compromising.
Looks like someone's a few cards short of a deck. Did you kill Mr. Jameson, Jane? Oh no.
If I did, he would not be the first.
Okay. Oh, maybe I retract my statements. Maybe she's not a sweetheart. Maybe she's an evil little demon child. Who else?
I killed Mr. Hood!
But we just saw him outside.
No, you saw his ghost.
He must have made a miraculous recovery.
What, he got better? Warmer.
Or maybe I was wrong. Maybe.
Warmer.
Maybe I almost killed Mr. Hood.
Well, she is definitely as vague and as uncooperative as her father. Close enough.
He must be so proud of how she's growing up.
Oh, could you tell me again how you almost killed Mr. Hood?
You want me to tell you again? Mr. Hood wouldn't want me to tell you again.
Well, that doesn't make sense. You seemed eager last time.
Yes. He wants me to be sure I match what he says.
I mean, that's kind of a confession within itself, I guess.
Good thing I'm very good at repeating things.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Shall I tell you then? I broke the bottle while Mr. Hood's back was turned. Then when he came to clean up the mess, I took the shard and cut his throat.
But his throat's fine. It was his hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe that was just me fantasizing. I took the shard and stabbed his hand.
Jane, kiddo, maybe you should just stick to repeating yourself.
Mr. Hood said he cut himself.
You dare question me? I stabbed Mr. Hood's hand by my own hand!
Did you really?
Yes! You think I would mix up something as simple as that? I'm confessing my guilt to you, worm. My guilt.
I'm not even sure how to respond to that, for more reasons than one.
I'm probably gonna peek the mic so much.
It has been peaking quite a bit, but I'll figure it out.
Crap.
I'll figure it out.
I'll. Let me lean back from the mic.
Are you sure you stabbed your father? Why would you do that?
He's not my father.
No offense, but that's a pretty terrible reason to stab somebody.
Mr. Hood is merely my caretaker. My true father will return someday.
Okay, I think that's too far away now.
Okay.
And then you will all rue the day you were born.
The 21st century and we're still using the word rue? Who's your real father?
Silence be on you will not question me. You think you are so clever, but guess what? You're not. I will be the one questioning here. Do not defy me.
Are you listening to what you're saying? You're hitting every trope in the book and then some.
I will have my revenge.
Okay, that's great. That's great to hear. Oh, why bother? Fine then, throw your questions at me.
Who do you think killed the dead man, Mr. Wright? The one buried in the forest?
There's two of them. Mr. Guildenstern or Mr. Rosencrantz?
I suppose it does not matter. Yes, then, who killed them? Mr. Hood says you think it was me. Do you think I killed those two men?
I'd prefer not to say. Okay, Damon Gant.
And perhaps I'd prefer not to say what happens to little lawyers digging in deeper than they should.
They find the right verdict and have a happy ending?
No, they don't. They do not.
Well, that's no good.
I'm trying.
But one of the threats I hope you realize.
You're not intimidating in the least. Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
I'm joking as in the character. Like, she's not intimidating.
Oh, okay.
You're doing a great job.
Oh, thanks.
I caught on to that much. Her threats sound comical, but perhaps I shouldn't take them so lightly. Phoenix is telling me to actually take her as intimidating. Okay, Phoenix. Jane and her caretaker are dangerous. I see that much. I need to keep a close eye on both of them. Her story directly conflicts with his. Did she really stab him? I'll have to confront them both about it sooner or later. Well, let's do it now, I guess.
What is this? I do not recognize it. It's unfamiliar to me. It
Oh,
is-
okay. I get the picture.
You interrupted me. That's rude.
Why do I get the feeling I'm going to be garroted in my sleep for this?
Not garroted.
No. Hemlock's child.
Blech.
That caught you off guard, didn't it?
Yeah. No, I figured
Saw
a
that.
hemlock joke was on its way.
Oh. It was coming. But you know, that does bring up a question. Is he actually
Yes?
her father? I mean, I know that they keep joking about it and it seems to be just a running gag, but What if we're supposed to actually take that seriously? I mean, they don't look similar in the least.
Their situation is identical to that of Phoenix's and Trucy's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What if? Well, I don't know who he would have defended, but maybe he would have defended Francisco Mendires, and this is Francisco Mendires' daughter. I don't know. My brain is going everywhere.
Who knows?
Not even anything to do. Okay, we need to go warn Williamson right now. It doesn't look...
Damn it.
Don't tell me that, Phoenix. It doesn't like Williamson is here. We should come back later when he is.
Damn.
Very professional looking desk. Neat and organized, just how I expected. The whole place is almost just mundane.
Maybe now try the storm cellar?
I never pegged Williamson as a modern... No, it's just the same dialogue. Okay. Vase of flowers with notes sitting by it. Happy birthday to the world's best dad. Love you. See you soon. So that's why Williamson's always in a bad mood. I forgot his birthday. Yep, that's definitely it, Phoenix. Yep, you were right.
Awesome.
Oh, hey, you're back.
You're back. Or actually, no. You can voice her if you want.
Silence, you. Mr. Phoenix Wright has a lot of explaining to do. What do you think you're doing?
What I always do, I guess.
Defending a non-mafia officer? Have you no shame?
To be honest, it's not the first time.
Fool. I would hope you know better.
Maybe not.
Yeesh, a freaking whip? There's gotta be some kind of OSHA law against that.
You would think, Waters, you would think. Who do I want to talk to? Ah, this again. How are you taking Miss Porter's death? That's a dumb question, Phoenix. How do you think?
I'll manage, thanks. Maybe I should have seen it coming. She was playing with fire. Just like Sandra.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cry.
Who am I kidding, man? It's freaking deja vu is what it is.
I'm sorry. I tried warning her something was fishy. I really did, Waters. I thought we should be more careful.
No, it isn't your fault. I bet they would have gotten to her eventually somehow. She was a real stubborn oaf, that one. A stupid, stubborn oaf.
She seemed to be getting close, or at least closer than we are.
You gotta get who did it, man. I gotta get him. Gladys was always trying to avenge Sandra and never gave up. But I did. I freaking just gave up over them killing my wife. I'm gonna make up for that. I'll help you get whoever did this, no matter what. I don't care who it is.
I'm with you.
It's too hard for me to leave this crime scene, well, with 2 bodies and all. So you'll be doing most of the legwork.
As expected. Don't worry about it. We'll get this guy. Do you have any leads?
I'm not working on her murder. That's Gumshoe. But we're looking at her like she was connected to the others. It had to be something she said the other day. That's the only way it makes sense.
Why else would anybody kill her?
That's the thing. It almost has to be the family. Dr. Drazen brought us a report, handed it right to me. It's pretty simple, nice and straight to the point.
Okay.
If you see anything suspicious, you let me know. I hate not being able to leave like this.
If it really is all connected, you might still find something to hear.
Maybe. We might. I'll keep an eye out. I'm not gonna screw this one up. I won't let myself.
He's gotten some character development, not in the way that I would hope, but specimen. Dr. Drazen, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. 3 and 4 p.m. on October 7th. Cause of death was a knife wound to the chest, a few inches from the heart. A few inches from the heart. So, I feel like whoever did this either wanted her to suffer in her last moments, or they weren't a trained killer. Yeah.
We'll see if that. We'll see if we actually need to remember that.
I'll store it in the
we have
mind.
to-
I'll store it in the mind palace for now, I guess.
All right.
Can we talk about Yusarian? No. I want to know what the hell is up with him. What's his deal?
I'm sure we'll find out before the end of the game. But man, how much longer is Ropfa gonna make us wait?
Oh yeah, this too. Listen, the only reason I took this case was because Williamson made me believe the killer was a suspect.
There he isn't. He's not even in the country, so forget about him. Obadiah Williamson told you that?
It was definitely his intention to have me as the defense.
Fool! You let him play you like a child's toy. I don't know the man well, but I do know that he is a schemer. He might have good intentions, but that doesn't mean he has your better interests in mind.
You don't think I should trust him?
Judge it for yourself. I've hardly ever interacted with the man. You know him better than I do. He intentionally led you astray. It'd be crazy to put any faith in him.
Can I really say that I know Williamson at all? We may have come to an understanding after Karain, but he used me then too. He didn't care about how I would feel about accusing Pearl. He just wanted the arrest. No more. After this, I'm going straight to his office to get the truth from him. Well, there's the hint.
Damn, you again. You know things are pretty fraught when Francisca sounds like the voice of reason.
She sounds so reasonable right now. That's crazy. I think either Finnegan Hood or his daughter is hiding something big from us.
You can think all you want. We'll see. The man's shady. But he's not Shady Smith, and he's not the killer. Did he tell you about his past?
I'm proud of that joke. Parts.
You should be.
Enough to know that he's crooked.
He wants you to distrust him. When people don't trust you, they're predictable.
People like us?
People like you. You think he was covering for the girl?
I'm sure of it.
She's every bit as shady as he is. I looked into the police files for them both. She wasn't originally his. She belonged to his last client.
Well, that's something we knew. I heard. Ironic, isn't it?
Not as much as you think. Did he tell you how she came under his care?
I'd assume the other guy disappeared somehow.
Disappeared? Ha! He was murdered.
Oh!
What?
His client... I don't know. I don't know. Murdered?
Not to.
I noticed you looked at Carlo Luciano's profile. What you thinking?
I'm thinking that he might be the father. Maybe, because I remember that he... But I don't remember if he was ever accused of anything before MN6. I can't remember. It's been a few days since we played through that first half of that case.
Yeah.
It's in my mind. It's in my mind. What are you going to say?
Oh, just that if Finnegan Hood had been the defense attorney in MN6, that would definitely lend credence to that idea.
Say that again?
If Finnegan Hood had been the defense attorney for MN6, that would definitely support the idea that Jane is Carlo Luciano's daughter.
But he wasn't. Christoph Gavin was.
Exactly, so... who knows right now?
I don't know.
Not a week after Finnegan Hood was disbarred for forgery. Jane
Oh,
Hood's
boy.
biological father was killed just a few days later. Do you know who did it?
I might
gotta be
have a
kidding me.
hunch.
It was that broad Shelley the killer.
Oh. There's our
Oh,
connection
Lord.
to the card. Wait. Then what the hell is the card doing at the other scene?
What indeed?
Somebody who worked with the killer before could remember the design. They could plant it on the crime scene to throw off the police. That's what I'm saying. Christoph Gavin? Is this your hand in this?
They wouldn't even need a new one if they'd kept the original from the old crime.
Wait, are you guys saying that Mr. Hood...
Do you think we could prove it, Francisca?
It would be more trouble than it's worth at this point. Do you think he somehow masterminded everything we're dealing with today?
He just keeps getting worse and worse the more I learn about him. I'll keep you updated.
And you. This case is too important to let pride get in the way.
Thank you. Thank you for being reasonable.
I'll fully admit your client isn't the only suspicious character out there.
Thank you, Rothpa, for giving her development. Thank you.
It's what... You've said how you wanted to make a fan case in which... I can't remember if you said you wanted Von Karma involved in it, but I knew that this was gonna I knew that Von Karma was gonna show up in this case, and I figured it would make you happy.
I specifically wanted to make a fan game where she gets a lot of focus and where she gets put in the defendant's chair. That's what I wanted to do. Because I feel like that would really put things in perspective for her.
Absolutely.
I can't say I approve of your defending him, but surely you know what you're doing.
Actually, I don't. I went into this blind. Mr. Yossarian hasn't given me much to go on.
Who?
Alan Yossarian, the defendant. My client. Is that not his name?
Mr. Phoenix White, you took a case without knowing who your client was?
No. Well, yes. No. Yes.
Foolish fool. I thought you'd matured past this foolish foolishness.
We had to have one line like that somewhere.
Well, what's going on, Von Karma? Do you not know his name either?
Well, that's the weird thing. She asked who Yossarian is. She should know.
Yeah.
Unless that's not his name. It was.
Oh boy.
It was an impulse decision. I wasn't thinking clearly, and I realize that now. Okay, I'm a fool.
You go down to the Justice Center now and talk to that man. It would be in your own best interest to drop this case immediately.
Yes, ma'am. I felt something was up. I'll have to confront Mr. Yossarian about this soon.
No matter how much we learn, there's just so much more left. We'll never have enough time. Mr. Williamson, Mr. Yossarian, Mr. Hood, where do we even start?
Mr. Williamson, we have to warn him immediately. That's a good question. My hands are full. 3 murders. 1 million suspects. Everybody with their own agenda.
Maybe it would be better if... Oh, God.
No!
If we search different places at once?
No, Trucy, we're not pulling a let's split up, gang! We're not pulling that. It's too dangerous. You want us to split up? Dude, kid, haven't you seen any old B horror movies? That's a horrible idea.
Whoever said anything about being alone? I'll be here with you, Mr. Waters.
Okay, my heart rate went back down.
We both sided.
Out of the question. We are not babysitting here.
I'm not a baby. You were younger than me when you started.
That is a different matter.
Trucy, I just got a death threat from the family. I know firsthand they have no qualms over killing children. You're lucky you're still investigating with me at all.
I'll be safe here with Mr. Waters and Francisca.
That whip can kill anything.
Yeah.
Trucy, I can't. Not after...
Stop it! Stop using her as an excuse!
I'm not! I have to protect...
Yes, that's what you wanted to do, and now look where we are! This will never end unless we solve it, and we're running out of time. The trial ends tomorrow.
I won't put you in danger.
What did you tell me? I'm already in danger. I have been since day one. I knew that. And I will be in danger unless we get this done and get it done right. You are not responsible for Pearl! Would she want you to compromise the case just because you feel guilty?
Oh, sorry, I need a second. I'm getting misty-eyed.
Who's the parent again here?
She has a point, though. She has a point. No, she wouldn't. You're right. We need to split up.
Mr. Phoenix White, have you lost your mind?
No, not at all. I maybe just got it back even. Trucy's a smart girl. She knows what she's doing.
Well, I'm not going to be the one watching her.
Don't worry, I don't think that will be an issue. Will it, Trucy?
They won't even know I'm here.
She's a magician. She could do a disappearing act. Go get him, Tiger.
You need to go talk to Mr. Williamson and see what he's hiding. I'll help solve everything from this end. There's only 24 hours in a day and we'll never finish otherwise. We don't have a choice.
No, there's always a choice. But I agree. We don't have time. I'll meet you back here later. Time to speak with Williamson and clear this up once and for all. Before we continue, I just want to say that scene was done beautifully. That was a really good conflict resolution scene. That was fucking amazing, with bringing up how Phoenix feels about Pearl and how he so desperately wants to protect everyone that he's not willing to take any risks. God, that was so good.
I was hoping you'd appreciate it.
Oh, you're alive. You lied to me, Williamson.
Did I?
You told me about the killer just to get me to take the case. But he isn't even on the same continent. You knew that.
What I said was that we found the card at the scene, and we did.
Don't give me that certain point of view stuff. I've defended that slime bag so far. I deserve some answers.
Yes, you do. By now you're in deep enough that I can trust you to make the right decision. It's time you learn the truth about your client.
Is he Francisco Mendez?
The game, the truth about your client, and they're tying it back to MN6. It's looking like it.
Well, we're gonna get to this next time.